The Companion by Agatha Christie. Narrated by Mark Bowen. "Now, Dr. Lloyd," said Miss Helier, "don't you know any creepy stories?" She smiled at him, the smile that nightly bewitched the theater-going public. Jane Helier was sometimes called the most beautiful woman in England, and jealous members of her own profession were in the habit of saying to each other, "Of course Jane's not an artist, she can't act. If you know what I mean, it's those eyes." And those eyes were at this minute fixed appealingly on the grizzled elderly bachelor doctor, who for the last 5 years had ministered to the ailments of the village of St. Mary Mead. With an unconscious gesture, the doctor pulled down his waistcoat, inclined of late to be uncomfortably tight, and racked his brains hastily, so as not to disappoint the lovely creature who addressed him so confidently. "I feel," said Jane dreamily, "that I would like to wallow in crime this evening." "Splendid," said Colonel Bantry, her host. "Splendid, splendid." And he laughed a loud, hearty military laugh. "Eh, Dolly?" His wife hastily recalled the exigencies of social life. She had been planning her spring boarder, agreed enthusiastically. "Of course it's splendid," she said heartily but vaguely. "I always thought so." "Did you, my dear?" said old Miss Marple, and her eyes twinkled a little. "We don't get much in the creepy line, and still less in the criminal line. In St. Mary Mead, you know, Miss Helier," said Dr. Lloyd. "You surprise me," said Sir Henry Clithering. The ex-commissioner of Scotland Yard turned to Miss Marple. "I always understood from our friend here that St. Mary Mead is a positive hotbed of crime and vice." "Oh, Sir Henry," protested Miss Marple, a spot of color coming into her cheeks. "I'm sure I never said anything of the kind. The only thing I ever said was that human nature is much the same in a village as anywhere else, only one has opportunities and leisure for seeing it at closer quarters." "But you haven't always lived here," said Jane Helier, still addressing the doctor. "You've been in all sorts of queer places all over the world, places where things happen." "That is so, of course," said Dr. Lloyd, still thinking desperately. "Yes, of course, yes. Ah, I have it." He sank back with a sigh of relief. "It is some years ago now. I had almost forgotten."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?